So, we got the field hospital wagon going down immediately rather than scouting, it seems. 300 wood start, the usual Maltese trade post advantage. 2 hunts over here. A bit distant hunt, but that is a second hunt. Mine over here. Bit distant mine. IILUMINAT's hunt and mine's a little bit more distant, but still on his side. It's not like it's too big of a deal. I guess it's fine. It looks like my sound keeps going off. That's very interesting. Cartograph spam about to begin. There it is. Right, so yeah, IILUMINAT does see the nice hunts over here. So it is true that Malta does get quite heavily countered by skirmishers in terms of barracks units, but once knights come into play, skirmishers stand no chance, as the Maltese knights are very, very tanky units overall. Even in H2 they have like 500 HP, I believe. Which is why they're more expensive than the traditional hussars. Right, so Xand3r has begun his herding in for his second hunt. Meanwhile, throwing his first hunt away. IILUMINAT doesn't seem too concerned about the herding here himself. He's going for the villagers. I personally get really annoyed when people attack my villages with their explorers. It's just annoying to hear that little notification going on. Maltese explorer going around. There is a little 35 food treasure here that he could get to speed up the age up process. Throws a torch. Cartographing continues. Lots and lots of cartography going on. We have never seen native action in this game so far. Malta going for the trade post now. A bit late. That's yeah, this trade post is going to go up about 3 minutes into the game, despite having the resources ready for it at the beginning. Right, I was scared that he was about to herd that away once again, but looks like it had the 12-second timer, so it was safe. Or perhaps the first hunt doesn't hurt, but I did see them run away. I did, yeah. Meanwhile, the hunt over here seems to have moved from about here to here, so a little unlucky on IILUMINAT's side here, but there is a nice 225 food treasure there if he wants to start working his way for it. Big 160 wood treasure over here, very heavily guarded though. Oh, getting his explorer near the field hospital here so that he can get him back to full HP and get right back into the treasure hunting. Settler coming from Malta quite forward and probably behind his opponent, going for the wood here perhaps. He has switched over to wood here, so it looks like he will be aging up soon. No villagers on coin, so I'm assuming it's going to be Xand3rs and arbalesters being focused. Let's give the decks a look. Oh, no deck chosen yet. What? Is that right? Okay. Xand3r definitely has his stuff here. Perhaps IILUMINAT here is hiding all of his cards for H3. Maybe he's trying to just H2, sorry. Just trying to get to Colonial fast and then send all his shipments from there onwards. Malta has a lot of decent H2 unit cards, such as 8 arbalesters, 8 Xand3rs, as well as 3 knights, 3 knights are very significantly better than normal hussars, especially thanks to their HP. Right, so we also have a Xand3r going down here for Xand3r, and he ages up. Let's see if... yeah, he aged up with the 500 food, it seems. From the market, I believe that's where they get it from. Whereas Malta has aged up with the 400 wood quartermaster politician. So, let's see what Xand3r does about this villager. I'm pretty sure he can see it right now with his town center's range. So, I'm not coming all the way here. It should be out of vision, but I'm pretty sure this is within the bounds of the town center build limit. So yeah, barracks going down a bit more further out. Can we see a deck now, perhaps? Yes, so you got 8 Rancers, 8 Arbalesters, no villager cards early, so he did not choose his deck early on purpose, it seems. Getting all the villager and create cards on H2 as well as units. So some Seaman coming down. He is prepared for cavalry and light infantry over here, as you can see. However, their bonus only applies on hand attacks rather than range attacks. So barracks does go up here now. Some defensive house structures. Market coming out pretty far ahead as well. He's probably trying to secure this mine as well as these dead hunts over here. Attacking the explorer to get his aggro, I guess. So 700 food and the raining wood crates are present. Some footmen coming out, so it looks like it's going to be a footman rush. Focusing his villagers on the food behind his base now, switching over to some mines. Perhaps switching his food over to coin. We don't know that, of course, since we don't have the observer working. But yes, it looks like it's going to be a footman mass. Footman masses can be deadly if left alone for too long. Because the footmen have rather high attack speed, and they're really strong against infantry. They really suffer against cavalry, but they do take down infantry quite fast if they catch up to them. And they have a speed of 5, so they can do it quite easily. Same patrolling the area, it seems, but not doing too much at the moment. The footmen are increasing in numbers steadily. He does have more Seamen coming in. More footmen. Alright, this will be a big mass. So, the one thing Malta suffers from is having no siege. As you can see, footmen only have 10 siege, so even if he wipes the entire army, he will take a very long time to actually siege down units. Ooh, okay, we got mule artillery. So, as long as he can protect these mule artillery, footmen will suffer greatly. So now, footmen are moving in. That should be visible from his town center. If Xand3r can react to that properly, yes, he does see it. We're going to see them engage very soon. Going for the villages. Villages going the wrong direction, kind of. Some footmen go down. They have contact. Footmen are very powerful against infantry, and Seamen are rather weak. But mule archery do a little... oh no, he's not firing. No, that's not good. 1 mule artillery down, 2 down, 3 down. The last one about to go down. Villagers being killed. That is a massacre. So some footmen were killed in the initial volleys, but the mule artillery were not protected well. And I think he should have just fired. But as mentioned, footmen and Malta in general doesn't have much siege power, so he doesn't have too much of a choice but to retreat. He will need to use battering rams, and that will require an artillery foundry and 120 wood per ram, so that's not very easy to get. But he is getting a 700 wood crate over here, so we can actually expect an artillery foundry to go down, if that is his plan. He will probably switch over to Klepts. Well, hopefully he does, because, yep, there it is, Klepts. So skirmishers are very powerful against footmen. They don't stand much of a chance. He should really focus on massing these Klepts before going in. So sadly, Seamen were definitely the wrong choice against footmen. They stood no chance. Malta's specialty is countering units, and if Malta counters your army, you get countered very, very hard. If long swordsmen touch your hand cavalry, they will die. If hoop throwers touch your heavy infantry, they will die. If footmen catch your skirmishers or infantry in general, they will die. If your skirmishers are caught by knights, they will die. So that's how Malta works. If they can catch your units in a way that favors them, you are very, very likely to lose that fight. So some Xand3rs and Arbalestas are now being mixed into the roster. Right, so some more mule artillery is present. Hopefully he can protect it better this time, and even if he is about to go down, I hope he just fires lots and lots of footmen with a mix of Xand3rs. So Arbalestas have 10 siege, Xand3rs have 10 siege as well, so all these units only do 10 siege per hit. He's probably trying to mass a bit more before going in. More mule artillery present, 2 more coming out. Footmen are going to engage. Mule artillery, weird pathing. He blocks his path. Yes, he is trying to block the path of footmen as much as possible, dealing much more damage this time compared to the last time. Klepts, however, are being forced into melee. Therefore, that army goes down as well. Xand3r not really protecting his units there. I am still not very sure if Greece was the correct choice against Malta on land. So yeah, you gotta lecture your boyfriend here, CMM man. Shout in his ears. Very big unit count drop. Look at that villager count, man. IILUMINAT himself didn't focus too highly on villages and went for units instead, it seems.